When people hear the word private airplane, they usually think of private business jets like the Gulfstream here. Planes like the Gulfstream cost $59 million, and even renting a private jet will cost $3,000 per hour, on the low end. It's what economists call the textbook definition of a luxury good.
Clearly, if you're a consumer, that's rather expensive, and only the highest income consumers can afford thinking about flying on their own.
But in Cortland, New York, one man with a love of flight thinks it's affordable to anyone with the drive. Jim Spaulding opened 747 Aviation Flight School in 2008 at the height of the recession, and he was sure that he would stay in business.
It's a question of desire. I mean, if somebody wants to do it and they're not willing to buy their own excuses, I'd say anybody can do it.
The planes Spaulding flies and teaches with are not expensive jets. They are single-engine propeller aircraft, and they are the backbone of 747 aviation. So what do they really cost?
This is a Cherokee Piper. It's one of the first two planes that Jim bought. At $25,000, it's no more than a new car. It's actually much more affordable than most people think. It's the lessons that add up to a hefty penny.
To get a pilot license, the lessons add up to between $8,000 and $10,000. This includes plane maintenance, the lessons themselves, and airplane fuel, which averages $5.50 per gallon. You have to add in hangar fees. Those are about $175 a month in Cortland, and they vary by location. But an entry-level plane can be bought for as little as $13,000 pre-owned. And when combined with training, the upfront costs are still less than a luxury car. But the pilots aren't worried about the money.
All your troubles on the ground just go away. That's what I tell people is everything else you're not worried about any relationship troubles, you're not worried about finances, you're worried about flying the darn airplane.
There's the draw that keeps pilots coming back to 747 aviation. The joy of the flight combined with prices that are within reach.
It's kind of like an addiction too. Like you just want more. So you start flying. It's like, you know what? How about tomorrow? You want to go up tomorrow? Weather's good. Let's go. So it's that addiction for it.
It's an addiction that Spaulding says he tries to make even more affordable. He has teenagers show up wanting to fly, and he is willing to cut them a deal.
I'd have them come in here and do odd jobs and for flight time, clean planes, and I'd spot them some flight time for that.
And pilots can make some money on the side to feed their habit. 747 aviation pilots fly missions as target aircraft and radar tests, and to oversee construction projects. Pilots who fly executives on private planes can make between $50,000 and $100,000 per year. Captains on commercial airlines can easily hit $200,000. But Spaulding urges people not to consider it an investment. To his pilots, it's about the experience.
If I want to see my parents in a tiny little town in Pennsylvania, I can come here. I can be there in an hour. No traffic tickets, no stop signs, no red lights. It's all about the freedom.
At the end of the day, that freedom has people willing to shell out the money for a pilot's license and a plane, because they can afford it. And to them, it's money well spent. I'm Ariel Levin-Waldman, reporting for NCC News.